Our project is the brain-eating amoeba. The name of the disease that it causes is known as primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, and another name for the parasite is Naegleria fowleri. Naegleria fowleri is a parasite, and a parasite is an organism that lives in or on another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the host's expense. It usually infects people when contaminated water enters the body through the nose, and it travels to the brain, where it causes PAM, which is usually fatal.
Where can this parasite be found? It is found in developed and developing countries. It is found in warm and hot freshwater ponds, lakes, and rivers, and in the very warm water of hot springs. Although it is found in the soil, there is little risk of infection from contaminated soil, as it is unlikely that soil will go up the nose. There have been 4 infections as of 2016, and 143 infections with 4 survivors have been reported from 1962 to 2016.
Primary symptoms include changes in taste and smell, headaches, fever, nausea, vomiting, back pain, and a stiff neck. Secondary symptoms include confusion, hallucinations, lack of attention, ataxia, cramps, and seizures. It makes sense to avoid swimming underwater, diving, water skiing, and jumping in warm, still waters during the late summer. It also makes sense to wear a nose clip while swimming, boating, or playing in or on warm waters. It's also a good idea to avoid stirring up mud while taking part in such activities. And if you're cleansing your nostrils, be sure to fill your neti pot or squeeze bottle with distilled or sterile water, not tap water. The right treatment isn't clear. A number of drugs can kill the amoeba in the test tube, but even when treated with these drugs, very few patients survive. Because the amoeba is so uncommonly diagnosed and rapidly progresses to death, there are no studies comparing one treat regimen to another, and performing comparative human studies would be unethical. This makes all uses of medications against the amoeba off-label. There is no designated vaccine available as of now.
Why is the brain-eating amoeba special? It eats brains. The term brain-eating amoeba makes the amoeba sound like a tiny zombie stalking your skull, but the brain are accidental food for them. According to the CDC, it normally eats bacteria, but when the amoeba gets into humans, it uses the brain as a food source. Many interesting cases involving the brain-eating amoeba. In 2013, a Taiwanese man lived for 25 days after contracting the disease, which is the longest surviving documented case. A 12-year-old girl in Arkansas contracted the disease after swimming in mud holes, but was treated with an experimental drug of midofulcine, along with changing her body temperature in order to kill the parasite. She later made a full recovery.